Hello, all you wonderful, beautiful, and craptastic people. Craptastic Jack here today. We are back, finally, with an episode of Drivecast, the reboot. Now, today, we're going to be talking about a plethora of things, alright? We missed so much. We missed Gamescom, we missed EGX, we missed, a lot of new interesting things with Need for Speed Payback. A lot of sad information that we've also learned. Some disturbing revelations as well as some Gran Turismo Sport stuff, as well as...
I want to sincerely apologise.
So...
I want to sincerely apologise for CJ's shitty border. Essentially, I don't have time to set up my OBS because I'm very tired and I was going to go to bed. So I want to apologise in advance. Should we talk about why we haven't done it in so long? I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, well, sure. I can do it. The reason we haven't done it in so long is because Cam can't be asked.
That's not true.
No,
not true.
I share the same convictions as Jay. This is the truth.
Okay,
then
this should.
I've said that. You said that like 3 times since I've been speaking to you this evening. So stop saying convictions. I don't understand why you're saying this word. Stop it, because it's making me uncomfortable. Thank you.
The truth is, now it's not on my channel. I just really don't care anymore. That's it, pretty much.
There you go. There you go.
That is just what it is, really. I just don't really give a fuck about this podcast anymore.
He doesn't care. He doesn't even have the Drivecast channel on his featured channels.
No, I don't. I actually just don't care. Just don't care anymore. Wow. Fuck this podcast. Fuck all of you guys. Fuck everything. Fuck my life. I just want to kill myself. I listen to J. Cole now.
That explains it.
That was it. That was it. I had J. Cole to my playlist, and now I just want to die.
Let's get the elephant out of the room first. Gravel. We saw a lot of amazing gameplay with Gravel, and it just...
That was such a funny joke.
You know what's funny? You making dead memes like that. My eyes are fucking red.
I like how you're describing Gravel as a meme and not a game.
I'm really jaded.
What does that mean?
Jaded's a song by Green Day.
Tired.
Yeah, yeet.
I'm a lead this shit, you know what I'm saying? So we missed a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot. Like a lot.
Right. Again, let's just go to the first biggest thing we know we're gonna be talking about it for a while. Need for Speed Payback. We missed a ton of shit with Need for Speed Payback. We got the Gamescom police trailer thing. We got the World trailer. We got the stuff with the street leagues. We got the disturbing revelations that police will not be in free roam. We've got so many
disturbing. Man said disturbing, like having nightmares.
Oh, man's distraught. Oh, I can't go on. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel.
Well, I am pretty distraught that the cops won't be in free roam.
I'm glad.
I'm still gonna.
I'm glad they've done it. I'm glad because it pissed you off. I'm glad.
Hashtag free the NFS police. But what do we all think about just Need for Speed, what they've announced so far with Need for Speed Payback?
Where do you want me to start?
I'm probably just gonna start with the police and with the Gamescom, just like what they showed off at Gamescom, because that's the first thing we kind of missed.
Wait, so we haven't done a Drivecast since Gamescom?
No, I don't think so.
Because Gamescom is in the summer, so we definitely have.
Let me check the date of the last Drivecast.
No, we definitely have. That's not even a question. That Gamescom was at the end of August, and it's now October.
Yeah, no, we did. I'm pretty sure we did.
I'm checking the last.
CJ, I know we haven't done Drivecast in a long time, but Gamescom is at literally the end of the summer.
No, we did do it. Gamescom talk. We did 1 month ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm retarded. But that was the last one.
Yeah, and we must have
talked about Gamescom in the Gamescom talk one.
Pretty much after that. So I guess we'll move on about the World trailer and what they show off in that, like the map and everything.
See, you're just trying to make this seem worse than it is, really.
No, that was just
man's trying to make it out like we haven't done a fucking podcast since the summer.
I think let me just say this for the viewers then. This isn't gonna happen all the time. I think the main reason why we haven't done Drivecast in such a long time is because it's been pretty dry in terms of things to talk about. That we haven't really been online in general, together.
I don't think it's nothing to talk about. I think it's just the fact that we're just busy with
yeah, I mean, busy.
But I've been busy. Let alone
Busy on
making
that
videos.
fucking, busy on that Forza 7 drifting, busy on,
Today is one of the very few days where I've just been chilling. Well, I haven't even I've been making videos all day.
Oh, so you've been rushing your videos, right? So I just want to like tell everyone that when Payback and more games kind of roll out, I'm guessing we will be on a lot more frequent. I know I will be. So
yeah, I will.
Just you just gotta hang on to the grasp onto my ass and hold on tight, cause we coming back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come back. We gonna come back with a new logo and a new cast. We got new hosts.
Yeah, I'm leaving, guys.
We're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the Payback cast.
Should we say Niner, because Niner's not here? I know people are gonna have questions about that.
Fuck Niner, bro. Let's just carry on. Like Niners, we don't need to. We've explained that many times. Niners dead. I think we've.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's just not. He's just literally never around.
So killed him. So yeah.
Right, CJ, you're leading this podcast.
Also racing league. Let's talk about.
They're not even in Forza 7.
That's why I'm talking about them. Nah, but Payback.
Did you even know that?
No, but I never used them in 6.
I played them a few times. They were quite good, but yeah.
What are you guys?
I have nothing else to add to it.
What are your guys' opinions on Forza 7?
Since
like we've all played it.
I mean, like it.
Again, for me, it's better than Forza 6, but
I like it.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
if you
pretty much what I like best.
Forza,
what do you guys feel about the VIP scandal, though? Like the with the VIP not being like an entire thing, it's just limited. Well, they're fixing it now.
They changed it.
Yeah, they changed it, but before, like, it was limited.
Man said scandal.
It doesn't surprise me. It's Microsoft and Forza and stuff. They're still fucking. Their business model's just fucked and old. I mean, and it's a dinosaur business model. It's not in 2017. The business model they have is just fucking dumb. That's what I'm saying.
I'm happy that the community spoke up about it and they're getting changed. So that's good on their part.
No, the community. It wasn't the community. The reason why it's because Kotaku made an article, and then a bunch of other people made articles, and then the community obviously were already pissy about it. So then Kotaku making an article was just like, oh, Microsoft needs to solve it. Don't ever say the community did shit, because it was not the community, it was Kotaku.
Have you looked at the Reddit around it?
Yeah, of course. But the Reddit were pissy before the Kotaku articles out.
No, the Forza Reddit before them was just like pictures and shit. Like, they actually like stepped up. You know?
No, it's not. You obviously haven't been paying attention like I have then. They've been moaning since the game's been out about shit which needs to be sorted.
I know that, but I'm talking like before the game was.
The reason they fixed this is nothing to do with the community. It's because people made articles, like GameSpot and shit made articles, and they were like, "Oh, this is making us look bad from them." That's why. It's not a problem. They fixed it in the end of the day. I don't really give a shit. Like it was like I said, it's just Forza. I expected it. But whatever. I don't care.
Oh my god.
I didn't pay for it. I got a code, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I was just on the Forza Reddit, and I saw this.
Yeah, I know. There's loads of that.
For those of you, I'll put it on the thing right now.
I don't understand what's the mean.
That's the
basically on the Reddit. They're just putting loads of people are, like making their cars in Forza, and this guy hasn't. His car's not in Forza, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not because it's a Toyota. That makes it even better.
Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah. Joke. Hilarious. Can't wait for the Payback ones.
But
yeah,
Forza 7.
I just like it. And there's obviously problems, but
I only go on that game to drift really now.
Yeah. You can't.
I think it'll be one of those games that I'll go back to every now and then, just to fuck around in.
I'm probably not gonna play it once GT Sport comes out, and then once Payback comes out, I'm probably not gonna play any of them.
GT Sport's just so much more fun. It looks so much more exhilarating. So much more going on. Oh yes, Photoshop mode. Yes, no career mode. Oh yeah, forcing.
How I would explain Forza. How I would explain Forza is if you've only got an Xbox and you haven't got a PC or a PS4, get it. That's it. If you've got everything else, look at your other options. That's like it. That's all I have to say.
Speaking of other options, have any of you played Project Cars 2?
Nope.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I have.
Oh, Jay, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't know, because the physics to me didn't feel any different to the first one. But then if I say that, then everyone will be like, "Oh, you're just trash." But from what I was like, if you're gonna advertise a game on console where the majority of people playing it are going to have controllers, it should be quite, not, I wouldn't say easy, but manageable.
Yeah.
Now, it is manageable. You can drive with a controller, but I still feel like the physics are just a bit weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because whenever I jump on it, I'm like, am I shit or are the physics bad? Because whenever anyone questions the physics on that game, the people in comment sections will just be like, "You're just trash. You need to get good."
I think that's the problem with a lot of racing games, especially Sims, where people would be like, "No, you're just shit."
Yeah.
When it could be the physics.
Yeah.
One thing, I've been looking at gameplay and people have been playing it, and they've been saying even with the controller, the physics are a lot better than they were with Project Cars 1 on Xbox.
I feel like a consistent problem with people generally is not giving games a go. Like for example, Forza. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't feel like a lot of people went into Forza 7 expecting to hate on the game. I think Theo is a prime example of that. Like just some of the shit he was saying about the game made no sense. And like obviously, I criticize Forza where it needs to be critiqued. But I feel like games like Project Cars 2 and Forza, people go into it with wanting to not like the game, and then that just completely just ruins the whole view of it. Like for example, even like a Project Cars 2, I think with Theo as well, that was another example, and it goes for other people as well. But I'm just using him as an example because he's the first one that comes to mind. For example, with Forza, how we said there was no progression, there is progression. You can't just discard the fact there's no progression. There is progression in the game. It's not very good progression, but it's still there regardless. You still got to acknowledge it. With Project Cars 2. I haven't played it, but for everything I heard, they have fixed the physics. They have fixed it with the controller. So just to like if you're not going to play the game after you test it, what's the point in even playing it in the first place?
Yeah, it's like he's just jumped onto it immediately.
You jumped on it to make a video to say that, oh yeah, it's fixed, but I'm not playing it anyway because it's shit, which makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's pointless to me.
If you wanted to review it fairly, even if it is a quick review, play it for at least a week. And then
my rule I've made for myself over this past full season is to have at least 12 hours game time.
Yeah, because you're not going to have a good understanding of something. I can't really judge Project Cars. I've only played a couple of races, so I can't judge it completely. Same with GT Sport. I can't judge that game completely because I've only played them in bursts. I haven't sat down, had them in my own comfort, in my own home, and played them. So I can't judge them yet. I can only judge them when I've got them myself and I'm playing them and I'm experiencing
them on the demos and stuff you play, but not as a game. Not as a game.
I'd say even the demo, because I was trying to judge Forza on the demo and I was kind of finding it hard.
Well, Forza's demos are always a bit weird like that. Because the cars aren't... Well, that's another thing with Forza, is because the cars you don't upgrade the cars anymore. There's no need to.
Yeah, they're all homologed or whatever that word is. I can't pronounce that word.
Homologated.
Homologated.
Oh my god. Homologated.
Halal. I don't know that
Halal cars. No. Yeah, well, they're all homologated, so there's no need to even upgrade cars anymore, which I think is a bit weird. And it's like, I still think the progression's really weird. Not bad, just weird.
It is odd. I know that I'll spend most of my time when they fucking fix it and add them, which they're supposed to be adding next week or this week coming up. The new hoppers, the hoppers that should have been in the game at launch.
Yeah, but, I don't know why that. And a lot of people mentioned, they're going to be adding it. I'm reviewing the game in the current state. I'm not reviewing it in its.
And it's crazy.
I
watched the IGN review. I watched IGN's review, which they gave a
9, didn't they?
9.3. That is a 9.3. But guess what? They didn't fucking talk about the online at all. They didn't even touch it. How are you not going to touch any information about online when that game Like Forza is known for its online. It's known.
There's
for its
no
online.
way you can give a game a 9.3 when they're still lacking custom servers, no
It's
drift lobbies, no
crazy.
party modes. Like, there's no way in the state that game was you can give it a 9.3. I don't believe it. Like, I actually don't believe it.
They didn't play it long enough either. I don't think.
I think I probably played it longer than they have.
Yeah, but that's IGN. But look what they said about Need for Speed when that came out.
Yeah, I think the main problem.
Yeah, they
with that
criticized
is-
it for modes which it hasn't had in years.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think like the main problem with it is they've had two different like they criticized Need for Speed 2015 for things that Need for Speed Rivals had, but they didn't criticize it in
No,
Need
they
for Speed
didn't.
Rivals. Like, the reason is because they had two different people reviewing the games. They had one different person reviewing Rivals and another person reviewing 2015. You're not going to get the same type of consistency when you have different people reviewing the same game in a series. Like,
No, you can't criticize something which
Yeah.
hasn't been present in a series for years.
exactly.
When I'm criticizing Forza for not having modes which were in the last game, that's completely different to complaining about drag racing not being in it
Oh, yeah,
when that has
exactly.
not been in a Need for Speed game in like over 10 years. And
And
manual
the funniest thing
has
is-
not been in a Need for Speed game in years before 2015. Like,
They
the run.
moaned about the day and night thing, but then they want Need for Speed Underground again in the same breath,
Yeah.
which didn't have a day and night cycle. It's like, and cops. So it's like, what do you
GameSpot
want?
are okay.
What?
GameSpot are okay.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
I think
I really liked Game Trailer's review. Theirs was pretty good because the guy who reviewed it actually knows what he's talking about with Need for Speed and with racing games. Too bad they closed down though. So
with Forza, I think GameSpot. I think GameSpot gave it, Forza like an 8.3, which I still think is quite generous. But they gave him an 8 out of 10 here. So let me scroll down to the bottom. So they said it was an 8 out of 10, which for them is a great on their like review scores. Let me scroll to the bottom to see what they gave for the plus points. Right, so plus plus points. Impressive selection of rain scenarios, add beauty to courses. Light emphasis on automotive fetishization compared to previous Forzas.
Fettuccine, what?
yeah.
Fetishization? I've never even heard that. I don't know what the fuck that means. Wide variety of racing, feature solid controls and high accessibility. Prize creates are positive as well. And the bad, they said, is the no zombie tag league and Forza-thon modes at launch. Multiplayer with strangers isn't fun when you start at the back of the pack. Which I think the whole prize crates thing, I think that's like, that shouldn't be a positive.
Yeah, no.
The whole crates mode is a negative. That's a bad thing.
Crates
It's not a
mode
good
is
thing.
Fucking scheme, bro. That's all it is, to get people to spend fucking real life money. That's it.
I feel like 8 is still very generous. I don't like to give numbers, but I feel like 8 is a very generous number. I feel like just because, like, obviously these reviewers, they get given the VIP codes and shit, and like the deluxe edition codes. I feel like that's clouds your vision completely as well. Because obviously when I'm making this, I know what it's like to buy the standard edition. I know what it's like to buy the deluxe edition. So when I got the code for the deluxe edition, it was like, it's very different from a reviewer getting it because I actually understand like what comes with each thing and stuff, as where these guys don't have a clue. And I think that's another thing, a lack of research for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't give a fuck for reviewers. I don't never pay attention to them. That's what I've said.
I mean, especially now with like the games journalism scandal, where like that one guy was trying to play Cuphead, and he was just like he couldn't get past the tutorial, and like
Yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, now everyone like the whole meme is that game journalists can't play games.
Yeah.
'Cause a
Well,
lot
it's
of
true.
them- a lot of them can't.
What did IGN give Forza's positives for? Let me just have a look over there because they gave it a 9.2. Like that's mad.
Wow.
Like that's better than every. I'm pretty sure that's the best racing game in the past like 3 years.
Yeah, I still don't know how Forza 7 got best racing game at E3, I think it was, or Gamescom. Like they displayed it on
Yeah, what do you think got best racing? Payback.
It should have probably. Either that or Crew 2. They looked a lot better than what they showed off at Forza.
Forza shouldn't have got it at Gamescom because the Gamescom demo was the exact same as the E3 demo. That's what I'm basing it off.
They just reused the
Same thing.
same gameplay, something.
And that's the same. And that's the same demo. Which the E3 demo is the same one that everyone got given in the actual real demo. So it's like, no, it shouldn't. Okay, I get it E3, but you can't. That's not a Gamescom demo. It's an E3 build. So what the fuck are you giving it for?
Yeah.
So at the bottom of the review, it just says Forza Motorsport 7 is Turn 10's finest love letter to speed and style this generation.
And money.
I just don't understand.
I don't know. It's a good game. I don't really. When you think of all these bad things, it's still a very, very good
But
game.
9.2,
No,
9.2 is
have
high.
you not realised that at this point, in this day and age, reviews and people reviewing things, it's all biased and it's all retarded, and you should never ever take any of those reviewers seriously because they don't review them fairly ever. Like I said,
Which is a joke,
2015 is
really.
a perfect example. No, Forza 7 is no 10, no 9 even. It's not a 9 game. It's
On
not.
Metacritic, it's got a score of 87 here.
It's got high reviews. I don't know. I want to say I don't know why, but I do know why it's got high reviews. Because
It's because the opening is so good. That's it.
They polish the shit out of their games, but it's like they take a game, move it on, polish it, move it on, polish it.
It has no depth to it. But if you're reviewing a game, you're not going to play it to the point where you realize there's no depth, sort of thing.
Yeah, you're just gonna play it because it's your job. Like you're getting paid to do it, so you're just gonna play it. And when you don't have to play it no more, you don't play it. Because I bet a lot of them don't actually play racing games. You know.
Probably not. That's why.
But a lot of them play fucking Halo and shit.
That's why I like the review from game trailers, because the guy who reviewed it for game trailers actually was dedicated to racing games and stuff.
And they should have someone dedicated to each genre, really, in all these companies.
Yeah,
definitely. Like there's.
And I just want to point out that IGN have given the best critic review, like among any critic on Metacritic.
Ooh.
IGN are retarded, fam. They're just dickheads.
Can't
Like, I
spell
don't- someone
ignorance
can-
without IGN.
Just twats. They're just twats. Like the IGN are twats.
What did they give the crew? I'm on this. Like the original crew, because if the original crew doesn't have at least like an 8 out of 10, that's a fucking joke.
Well, I should have like a 5.
Right, I'm finding it now. Oh no.
What?
Well, it can't be below a 5.
Oh.
Hold on, let me try to find it. You guys can't talk. I want to find it.
What do you think?
They gave it a 6 out of 10.
That's kind of what my guess was.
What the fuck? How are you gonna give the crew a 6
right?
out of 10?
Watch this. Would you say 2015 out of every Need for Speed game there is, right? Would you say that 2015 is more similar to the Underground series than any other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Underground 2's got a 9.1 review score.
Yeah.
Right. And 2015's got a 6.3.
What the fuck?
6.3.
What the fuck?
Bro,
Undercover's
got a 5. Oh my god! I can't.
On the crew,
Oh.
they criticize that game for brazen catch-up AI, often underwhelming looks and stingy economy. Forza's AI is the worst there's been I can't explain how rage-inducing the Forza AI is. So that makes no sense, and that's contradictory. Number 2, the looks. Is that really that enough to put it down to a 6? I can't believe that you're rating gameplay over looks like that. That's stupid.
Nah.
And then stingy economy.
Wow.
Stingy economy. That's just called progression. It's not even stingy.
Once you actually finish the campaign, you can make a ton of money just through PvP.
Especially like a launch.
And I'm not even talking about like what they added later, because they obviously reviewed this when the game first came out. Even then, once you got all the perks, you went to PvP.
The game was easier to make money then.
Yeah.
At the start.
Yeah.
Do you know
It's hard now,
what's
all
crazy?
these-
Actually, no, it's pretty easy still. As long as you have calling on units, you can just grind the police missions. You get like $9,000 per minute.
I'm just talking about PvP.
Yeah, but still.
Every Forza, like a bar Forza 4, which isn't on here for some honor, is Showtime 4. Looking at the rest of their reviews, and they're all
You're lagging all over the place, Craig.
You are beep booping everywhere.
Have we lost him?
Jay.
I think we've lost him.
Oh, okay. There you go. Jay resuscitated. Sort of. I still think he's kind
You
of.
gonna say anything? Are you gonna say anything? Or you just...
Hello. I'm
You're not-
trying to. I'm just waiting for it to my video connection to stop being bad. How is it now?
It seems good.
My video connection has been fucking up all this time. Like it's just been like blocky and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like every 4 and 8.5. A lot of them have 9 on IGN.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Like yeah,
Horizon 2's got a 9. Motorsport 5's got an 8. 8.8. Forza 3's got a
so
9.4.
they're saying Forza 5 is better than 2015. That makes no sense.
That's horseshit. That's complete bollocks.
How the fuck is Forza 5 better than The Crew?
That
makes
that
no
makes zero sense.
Forza 5 is one of the
It is the worst Forza.
It's definitely the worst Forza. What I don't know if would I say it's worse than Project Cars?
No, it wasn't broken like that. It was just shit. The physics were just heavy, and the environments were just. It wasn't. The only plus I could give that game personally is the looks. And that's it.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't Forza
I bet a
5
lot of that game.
wasn't most of the DLC in Forza 5 just most of the game just DLC?
Yeah, but that's a Forza issue as a whole, which none of these developers actually even meant. Oh, they gave a plus point for the driver tires on Forza 5. How the fuck? What do you mean? The AI is shite.
They'll take off points for the AI in The Crew, but they'll give a point for the shitty AI in Forza, which is worse than the AI in The Crew.
Stunning visuals, genre-leading sound, driver tires, terrific handling, and then lack of tracks is their one negative. I don't get it. It makes no sense. Forza 5 had some of this shit. Forza's AI has not changed ever. It's just stayed the same. It's shit.
Shit, yeah. Why can't I hear myself?
It's gonna be interesting to see what they give Need for Speed Payback.
I knew they would say some dumb shit. You know, okay, so you know Cuphead, right? That new game.
Yeah.
It's a challenging game, but from what I've seen, it looks really good. I'm going to pick it up as soon as I possibly can. They've said like one of the issues they have with it is that it's too hard. It just becomes annoying.
That can't be a thing for a reviewer. A reviewer can't say that.
Watch when they're reviewing. Sorry, you go.
I was watching PewDiePie's video, and he shows a reviewer playing the game, and he's in the tutorial bit, and you've got to jump on something.
Yeah.
And jump over, and he can't do it.
Yeah, he does. He's stuck.
And PewDiePie does it in like the first go without even fucking trying. It's like, how is that your job, fam? Your job is to play video games.
Yeah.
That's your job. What the fuck? Like, not just to play video games. To play video games, understand them, be able to like deal with challenges.
You can't, as a reviewer, you just can't say a game's too hard.
Nah.
That's not that would never ever be a thing. Like you can't say that. Like that's unfair for the game.
Yeah.
If it's supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be hard, and you're supposed to be like there's a level to it. I can't get behind that. I don't understand it.
Matt, watch, like a lot of game reviewers penalize games for the stupidest shit. Watch, I bet you there's gonna be one.
By the way, Jay, we can hear our audio through you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's replaying through.
I'm gonna say, there's gonna be at least one reviewer who's gonna criticize Payback because there's no rain.
No rain to Payback. I want to get really wet. I want to get wet.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee someone's gonna moan about the physics.
Yeah.
Or the handling being too arcade.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm pretty sure.
Which is dumb. My life. Oh my god, an arcade racer is too arcade. Oh, headache. Oh, migraine. Fuck off.
I mean, I can almost guarantee we're gonna see that. I can almost guarantee we're probably gonna end up seeing like, just stupid
there
shit.
There might
like
even be an uneducated guy who might criticize the game for not having Toyotas. Well, imagine.
No, there already has been. So
really.
Yeah,
I'm reading the fucking review for Destiny 2, and they said strong storytelling campaign.
What did that get?
8.5. which I think is still generous. But then again, I haven't played the full game. I've only played the beta.
I've only played the beta, so I don't really know. From what I've heard, it's kind of a mixed bag.
If not much has changed, then but from what I've heard, especially like I watched like everything.
I would give it if I had to a strong 7.3.
I think that's much more accurate. That was that. Again, I don't like it.
I wouldn't give it an 8. That's a bit like pushy. That's saying it's like 2 steps towards perfect. No.
That's saying like 8 for me is like Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 was a 9. What are you talking?
COD 4 was a 9.
God.
COD 4 was a 9.
Yeah, really?
Nah, Black Ops was a 9.
Modern Warfare 2, I had a lot of fun on that game, but it was broken as fuck. One Man Army noob tubes, Stopping Power Pro was OP. The campaign was really, really good, and Spec Ops was a bit lacking. So from a fun perspective, it's a 10. But from an actual, I'm coming from a reviewer's perspective, that is an 8. COD 4 is the most balanced, best, well-made COD game.
COD 4 is the most balanced? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, you have Juggernaut, which
counters Stopping Power Pro. Oh, Stopping Power, even.
The reason why I feel like
because if you have Juggernaut on, it's one more. It completely counters Stopping Power if you have Stopping Power on. So if I shoot you and you've got Juggernaut on, that extra bullet that you would have usually killed me with, you're not going to kill me with because I've got Juggernaut on. Everything counters everything. Even like the M16 red dot, that can be countered by multiple things. It's not. There's very few things in that game which are OP. And this is coming from someone who's like 60 days playtime.
I just think it's because CJ's bad at the remastered, if I'm honest.
No, I'm actually quite good at it. I am probably I'm a bit biased, but Black Ops is just my favorite. I'm sorry. Black Ops.
I like Black Ops 1 a lot.
Yeah,
Black Ops 2 is also up there as one of the best.
Yeah, Black Ops. Yeah. I didn't like Black Ops 2 when I first had it, but once I got like used to it, I liked it a lot.
Black Ops 1 isn't.
I enjoyed Black Ops 1's campaign more than 2's, but I enjoyed 2's multiplayer more than 1's.
I liked.
Yeah, I get that.
I like 2. For me, I like 2's campaign better than 1's, but I like 1's multiplayer better than 2's.
Really? Oh, 2's campaign. 1's campaign was so trippy though. Like,
yeah,
I felt immersed when I was playing it. I loved it.
Okay, but we can both agree 3's campaign was just.
Modern Warfare 3.
No. Black Ops 3.
Oh. I didn't play the campaign.
Okay, the Black Ops 3 campaign has no connection to the first 2, and I thought it would, but there is none. Yeah.
I'm not gonna play I haven't said this on Drivecast, but I'm not getting World War II.
Yeah, I probably will.
I'm getting it because I enjoyed the beta a lot.
I'm still debating whether to get it on PlayStation or an Xbox, depending on who's gonna play it more. Because I have people I can play it with on PlayStation, but I also have people who can play it on Xbox.
Fuck you, nigga. Go to them, then, nigga. Go to them, bitch.
Okay. Okay.
I can't see World War II having a strong following after launch.
I can.
I just can't. They've already got the microtransactions and loot boxes in place, and that's gonna fuck up the game completely.
Did you see during the beta someone already got aim hacks in?
Yeah, the PC version's already been hacked. The maps are fucked from what I played. All of the maps were bad. There was not one good map. The spawns are fucked. There's no the line. Like, this is coming from someone who I played 60 days of COD 4, 30 days of Modern Warfare 2. I played a lot of COD. Just like, it's just not good. The maps are shit. They've ruined the game. The guns kill too slow. It's just
I was having a fun time playing it on PC. Like the one map, what's it called? The one map where it was like a base or something. It was like there's a farm as well. I really like that.
It just reminded me of Modern Warfare 3's maps and how fucking shit that was and how shit the spawns were. And it's Sledgehammer. They've never made a good COD game, and I'll stand by that to this day. It's going to be good to everyone else because they've come from Black Ops 3 or whatever it was. Or when it was Infinite Warfare. They've come from Infinite Warfare, so obviously whatever happens here is still going to be good to you because your mind's clouded by Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3. But this, from a COD game's perspective, from a classic COD perspective, is not good. People are just thinking it's good because it's a boots on the ground COD and people get excited, and that's fine.
I mean,
if you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
It's fun. Yeah.
If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But coming from me, where I've played a lot of COD and I know, like, I play competitively.
Let me introduce myself, Jay. Played a lot of Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 for that matter. Actually, one of the latest ones. I played every COD apart from the first one. Yeah, more or less all of them. And apart from that weird Chinese one as well.
What about COD 3? Have you played COD 3?
Chinese?
They did like a Chinese version.
Oh,
Call
the
of
free
Duty
to play
Online.
one, yeah.
Right. That COD, World War II, is the most familiar feeling COD I've played since Black Ops 2, period. More than Black Ops 3, it felt more like a COD.
Yeah.
To me,
I completely agree.
I felt like
I completely agree with that.
My approach was more similar to the older games. The way I like handled certain situations, because you can't just jump away into certain places and fly around the fucking map like a dickhead. It's just so much more enjoyable, and it feels like you're more like you don't feel outbalanced. Sometimes when you're like down here and someone's fucking literally over you and shoots you, you can't really
And
do
that's
anything
what I
about
mean,
it.
though. The movement's going to cloud people's judgment because the maps are shite. The maps are awful. The maps,
I agree
the
with you. The
spawns
maps
are
weren't the best.
fucking shit. It ruins
But
the
they're
game.
not the only maps that are going to be on the game, though.
But it's just it's going to be a consistent theme. If you look at their track record, they've never made all their maps have been off. Modern Warfare 3 suffered from the exact same issue, and it was glaring. And they can't change that now. They can't change it. They can't change it.
I liked a lot more.
And obviously the movement is something which a lot of people are going to enjoy, but the movement doesn't make a COD game.
That is.
No, it doesn't. There are a lot of other things, like you said, the map, the weapons. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I don't know. This feels like a huge, sort of like Forza, just a huge step in the right direction for the series.
Like
I mean,
I know it is a huge step. It is a huge step, but where they've improved where they've gone back with the movement, they've taken 4 more steps back with the maps and the spawns and the gun balance and all that kind of stuff. Like that's at least that's how I see it. When I played the beta, I was like, "Oh, I'm really looking forward to this," but it just does that. There's no flow to that game. There's no flow.
I felt like there was a lot more flow to that than there was.
You don't pay as much attention as I do then.
Well,
because if you pay attention to the spawns, and if you pay attention to the bullets to kill, and if you pay attention to that kind of stuff, and I'm not saying you have to pay attention to that shit like you're playing MLG, but those things add up to the point where it's not refined at all.
I just had a lot
I'll wait till
of
Treyarch comes out with their game.
I felt like again I played like a ton of Black Ops. I played a ton of Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. I've even played like a lot of Ghost and I just want to say like
Ghost was trash.
Yeah, Ghost was trash. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I have the
Modern Warfare 3 was trash. Modern Warfare 3 suffered from a lot of the same issues that the World War II does with the map and with the spawns.
I really
and that's not even a debate.
I really liked Modern Warfare 3.
It was weak.
Modern Warfare 3 was the worst out of the Modern
Coming
Warfare
from
2.
2 as well, it was just so weak. Like I think that's the actual turn in the whole series for me as well. Like even though I enjoyed the Black Ops.
The thing is, I liked Advanced Warfare. I liked Advanced Warfare. I felt it was a good game. Coming from Ghost, I felt it was good.
It was shit.
Advanced Warfare was fucking horseshit. CJ, don't please.
Again, and Advanced Warfare suffered from the exact same thing with Modern Warfare 3 and World War 2 are. The maps were shit, spawns were shit, no flow.
I'm still gonna stand by this. In my opinion, the worst COD is either COD 3, which no one cares about, or Call of Duty Ghosts.
Have you got actual reasons to why you enjoyed Advanced Warfare, or are you just gonna say you liked it?
I felt it was fun. Like I had a lot of fun playing.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why you like it.
I just at the time I liked the movement system. I liked the campaign. I liked the.
So the movement system made that game for you.
So do you mean the way you can just jump all over the place like a fucking hooligan?
It was fun. I'm not gonna lie.
All right then, fair enough. Because I've said this. I say this about Black Ops. I said Infinite Warfare isn't really a bad game. Honestly, it's not. But it's not COD. It shouldn't have that title because it's just not. The way that it's like they're trying to do something that isn't what it is. It's very hard to explain.
For me,
See, what I'm going to say,
DJ,
what I'm going to say now is, so the movement and how the movement changed completely overrid like the spawns, the maps, the gun balance, the kill streaks, all of that. The movement for you.
I don't pay attention.
That's not a constructive view. You can't come out and say then because it's not a constructive view.
Wow. Okay.
You can say it was a bad game that I enjoyed, but you're saying it's a good game. But why?
I didn't say it was a good game. I said I enjoyed it. I'm saying I think that Ghost and COD 3 are the worst.
Advanced Warfare and Ghosts.
I mean, granted, I haven't played Advanced Warfare in a while, but still.
Ghost was heads and shoulders, and COD 3 was heads and shoulders. COD 3 was like one of the that was like one of the founding games.
I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can like Advanced Warfare. I had that game and I was confused for what the fuck I was playing.
It was fun.
I was like, this is some garbage shit.
Very,
like the fucking even down to the character design, like the fucking shit you can make your character dab and shit. I know you can in Black Ops 3, but that's just Treyarch. That's just Activision saying, hey, you need to put in dabbing.
And the exact
Destiny.
same problem. The exact same problem is going to happen to World War II. It's already been in place.
Oh yes, dabbing Nazis. Let's
I
go.
will kill myself if that's
to get the
Carrington.
there's a map called Carrington. To get it, you've got to have the season pass, and then as well as that, they've already put in supply drops and stuff like in game, like it's in the files. So it's only a matter of time until you have glowing camo and dabbing Nazis. It's literally the only matter of time.
If they've got glowing camo in a game that's supposed to be set in World War II, I'm just gonna be like, I will sell it.
Well, they've already got it in.
I'm gonna make sure. That's a bit different. That's zombies.
But it's a pre-order bonus.
In the main
That's my
fucking
point.
campaign and the online, like not zombies, because zombies is a bit different. I kind of class that as its own thing. I don't put that in.
No, but my point is, it's a pre-order bonus. Is the what I'm trying to say. Not the fact it's zombies, but the fact it's already a pre-order bonus.
At this point, like it's kind of like you can't avoid it. Pre-order bonuses are everywhere.
Yeah, but COD's got loads.
Yeah.
Like a lot more than most.
Yeah.
Like so you get
buy us early, even though we might be broken. Our game might be broken, but pay money, pay money.
season pass. You get a map. Then there's a pre-order bonus for zombies for the camo. Then there's like suits and shit you can get for multiplayer every pre-order as well. I'm pretty sure. Which is like 3 separate pre-order bonuses. That's a fucking lot of pre-order bonuses.
How much is the game? 100
I'll have a look now.
for all that.
For the so are you talking about the limited edition one?
Yeah, the top one.
So the top one here. Let me go to game. So to buy the top version of World War II, it goes the standard edition, which is £49.99. Then it goes to the Pro edition, which is £89.99, so $100.
All right,
And with the Pro edition, you get the game season pass steelbook, bonus digital items, and Division's bonus pack.
Right.
So I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. I can wait till Treyarch for me. That's literally all it comes down to, because Treyarch have never made a bad COD game, and I'll stand by that. They're like the rock star of COD. Like they've never made even Black Ops 3.
A bad one. Black Ops 3 was the worst, but they haven't made a bad one.
But given the circumstances of what they had to do, Black Ops 3 was the best of that.
Mm.
So,
I don't understand why they've got 3 fucking different studios on one series. You know, I think that's retarded. I really think that is the stupidest decision ever. Say that again.
To give them time.
Yeah,
3
give
years
them
of
time.
overtime.
Give them time, but we need to still get our games out, so you can't stop. So we need 3 different developers on one fucking series. It's retarded.
It does, yeah.
It gives the series a sense of unbalance and inconsistency, and it just fucks it up to the point where COD now is just this fucking cesspool of titles, and it goes from good to bad to
Can we
okay.
talk about can we talk about what EA's been doing? Because EA have been making movements.
Yeah.
Right.
Battlefront 2 is very good.
I was not expecting you to say that.
Not my type of game, and I'm probably not going to pick it up. But it's a very good game. Very good game.
I haven't played
The
it.
balancing.
Game, then why wouldn't you pick it up and give it a chance?
It's not my type of game. I like I'm looking at this. We're just looking at the game, and it's a very good game. But it's just like not my type. If I picked it up, I probably wouldn't play it for a long time because of the other games which are coming out. But it's a very good game. Very good.
It's a game that I'd love to get good at, but do you know, because there's already been one game, the people that go on to 2 are going to be equally like the same level, and some people.
I don't think you're gonna have that issue.
I don't know, because I was never good at Battlefield, ever.
This
I was
is
never
really
good at
about
that
Battlefield.
I mean, it's similar.
Really?
It's kind of
Really?
like Battlefield.
It's similar
It's similar. Yeah.
in its mechanics.
It's not as slow.
All right.
Battlefield, if you're in like Rush or something, it's not slow at all.
Yeah, but if you rush any game, it's going to be fast. That doesn't apply.
No, I'm talking about the game
Rush.
mode Rush.
The game mode, bro.
The game mode Rush.
Oh.
And have you? And also the what's it called? The operations. Those are fast paced as hell as well. And
Yeah, but not like this. This is inherently different because of how fast the characters move. It's very much different.
And
You can't compare
do-
like Battlefield to this.
I can compare Battlefield to this.
So you're gonna compare Battlefield to a game with fucking Darth Maul running around with a fucking lightsaber? Okay, then you do that because that's
Aside
completely
from
wrong.
that,
It doesn't apply at all.
aside
This
from,
game,
aside from that,
yeah, okay, it looks the same. It's on the same engine. It's on the same engine made by the same people, but they're two completely different games.
You have different
the
planes?
the base movement is much faster. The bullets and the time to kill is much more different and much longer. There's completely different. They're not the same game. Niggas can fly in this game. What do you mean?
You can fly.
You
in
can fly in
still,
Battlefield.
but
No, as in like I'm saying like Darth Maul and like fucking Boba Fett can fucking jump in the air. No, I don't mean like with fucking helicopters. I mean the characters can actually fly.
Oh, you're making me want it even more. It sounds fun as fuck.
We should.
You can't compare space battles to
just
anything
Kind
Battlefield.
of reminded me of games from E3. That Metro game looked really interesting.
Metro.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but the Metro thing that was shown, the little teaser thing where he's in the underground shit and he goes outside into the train.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
game
yeah,
was
yeah.
That looks too scary for me. I'm not buying that.
You're a pussy. It looks very interesting.
That's not even
I
that
mean-
scary.
I mean, you say that, Cam, but you're scared of Skyrim because of the fucking spiders. So let's.
Yeah, that's different though. That's
Let's
different
not
though.
get-
That's different.
I had
That's
to
different.
mod Skyrim like before I even played it just to get
You
rid of
two
the
are fucking
spiders.
pussies, bro.
No,
Like,
because
what
that
the
makes it even
fuck?
worse. Fam, if a fucking bear is walking around as a spider, what the fuck do you even mean? I'm not playing that.
What, like a
I'm
fucking
not
like?
playing that. No, I'm not playing that. That's even worse.
No,
That's even worse. That
no.
shit's gonna give me
Does
nightmares.
it
No.
move like a bear or a
It
spider?
moves like
a
a
spider.
No, it moves like a bear.
Oh, because there are
No.
bears on the game, you know.
Because I've seen one where a bear moves like a spider.
Oh
I
no,
don't
that
need
was the original mod. They fixed it so
I don't need that.
it goes
No,
like
I
a
don't
bear.
need
Oh, okay.
That's
I
fucking
just think that's
scary.
funny.
No,
What?
but it's all stretched out and shit, so it's basically a spider, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
What I found
Fun.
more disturbing on that game was the little fucking rat things that would chase after you in the dungeon.
I don't give a fuck about that. I can play Fallout, and the scorpion things are fine. Like I don't mind any of that.
Oh no, the scorpions I can't. I'm sorry.
So it's literally in your head, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
in your head.
completely in my head. Yeah, completely in my head.
Madness.
I can look at pictures. I can look at like whatever. Like it's almost between you, like whatever. I don't give a shit. That's fine. But it's when I like playing games and they just go. Like, oh no! It's just that freaks the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I can't.
So for you've got some serious arachnophobia.
Fam, you're scared of moths. Come on, let's not.
Moths attack you. They come
They
at
don't
you in your
attack you.
face.
They
I have
don't
had
attack
two.
you. They
Okay,
don't
on two
attack you.
occasions. Let me tell this story. On two occasions, I've been woken
They
out
don't
of my
attack you.
fucking slumber by those dirty, fucking nasty insects. I've been awoken from my fucking slumber by those dirty, dusty ass fucking poor butterflies. They're like fucking black butterflies.
They don't
Ghetto
attack
ass
you, though.
butterflies. Yes, they do.
No,
bro.
don't.
They're in your
They
face.
don't attack you at all. That's like a spider going onto your face saying it's attacking you. No, it's just chilling.
Oh,
He's having a good
okay,
time.
okay. I've never understood Jay's fear of moths until a couple days ago when I was just chilling on Overwatch and all of a sudden this giant ass moth, probably like the size of my hand, just plops
that
itself
shit.
right on my monitor. I'm just
I
like,
don't
no,
believe
thank
it was
you.
the size of
Shit.
your hand. I don't.
I
believe
would
it was the size of your
honestly-
hand.
I would honestly leave the room if there was a thing that big. I don't.
I don't know.
What was
You
those?
can't say that I'm a bitch when you're literally scared of moss.
Spiders
we're
don't do
equally-
anything to you though.
Nor
They
do moss.
literally-
Moss are not gonna
Yes,
eat
they
you.
do. So
they don't.
I've been awoken out of my fucking sleep twice, bro. By an
It's not
insect.
eating your skin. It's just chilling.
I don't know what it's doing. It could be laying eggs in my
You
fucking
can say the
nostrils.
same. You can say the same about spiders, though.
Spiders. You know that. You know
You're
that thing about
contradicting yourself.
you eating spiders.
Yeah,
Like that's a lie. That's a myth. That doesn't happen.
it
Whatever,
probably
they're
isn't.
both they're both really scary and I'm getting scared just you guys talking
Yeah.
about this. So
And there's a difference. I'm not scared of moths. I will kill one if I have to.
I
But
will
they
kill
just
one if I have to.
make me feel They make my
But if
skin
you're
crawl.
telling me a
They're
giant,
disgusting.
if there was a giant moth in a game,
Yeah.
that wouldn't freak you out.
No, I'll do nothing to me. And there's the
Mad.
difference. There's my point. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You are a pussy because you get scared of them in fucking media. I don't.
I mean,
There's
I've
a
got nothing
moth.
to say to
There's
that.
a
I've got
moth.
nothing to
There's
say
a
to that
moth.
except it's fucking freaked me out.
There's
Right,
a moth
right,
freak out.
right. When did this become Mothcast? All right.
Can you? Oh, shut the fuck up! Hang on. I was talking about something. Don't cut me off, nigga. So I was.
Hey, no swearing on my server.
This is the last thing. I still do. I'm a big fan of the Devil May Cry series. In the second one, there's a moth boss, and that kind of made my skin crawl a bit, but I dealt with it. Killed it off when moved through the game, you know. We'll fucking move in.
You locked it off.
But yeah, that's it. Moth cast over. By the
Need for
way,
Speed
do you know how long this has been running for?
About an
Because there's
hour.
no
50 minutes and 47 seconds.
cool. Because there's no timer on Discord anymore. So
Yeah.
on like Skype.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is our first episode completely free of the chains of Skype. We are doing this completely 100% on.
Man said the chains of Skype.
We're doing
Skype was better because I can actually fucking see my webcam without these fucking bars. Oh
Yeah.
no, it might be
There's
fine
just
for you,
one-
but shit for me.
There's one on like this side, and it's just there. It won't
Oh,
move.
yeah.
They've dropped fucking video and it doesn't fucking work. It's stupid.
Nah, he isn't.
Need for
Skype,
Speed
so-
Payback. Before we go into Q&A questions, let's talk about some Need for Speed Payback for a bit. The map, the world, like all the world and stuff. We got info about the world, the gangs and the crew. We got like the whole world trailer.
What are you even saying? That's always
Gang
like
shit.
once
Gang
gangs of
shit.
the world and shit. What?
So basically, the map, like you've got Silver Rock City, Liberty Desert, Canyon Town, and some other places. And the map, just in my opinion, looks huge. Like it looks like I'm gonna be having a lot of fun with it. And
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm glad you're gonna be having fun with it.
And
Good for you.
the one thing I'm a bit curious about is the giant ass airport in the city. It's obviously not scaled properly because no international airport in the world is the same size of the city limits. Okay, I just want to get that out there. But also, it looks like I hope that we can drive and drag race on the strip of the airport. I don't think why.
What are you talking about?
Just first off, let me just apologize to anybody watching. What are you talking about? Hey, no international airport. Aw. Why are you?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you look at the map of the whole city.
It's a video game.
And then, and then you see.
No map international airport. Aw.
It's a video game.
I hope we can drive
What
on
are
it
you
though.
talking about? Fucking retard. It's not. I'm looking at the map now. It's not even fucking highlighted in white. So how do you even know you're gonna drive there if it's not even
No,
highlighted in white?
that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping. Okay.
What are you hoping for? It quite clearly looks like everything where you can drive in is in white, and that's not in white, so you can't drive in it. What is there so hard to understand?
If you can't drive. on it?
Atmosphere, future possibilities. Who knows? You're not fucking working at Ghost. Probably for the same reason. You don't fucking realize why cops aren't fucking in free roam because you're just retarded.
Oh, that was a poor decision on their part. I still stand by that. That was a very poor.
Yeah, and
decision.
you were the one guy that was expecting to have it fucking fixed for launch. No.
No, I wasn't.
or in
I
a
know
day
for a
one
fact.
patch.
I know
I
for.
saw-
All right.
I saw
Pause.
you
Freeze
literally say in
frame.
a day
Freeze
one
frame.
patch.
All right. I know for a fact that they wouldn't put it in. Now that once we actually learned about it, the couple of weeks, like a week ago, I know for a fact that they weren't gonna fit it in by the time, because I know for a fact they're probably already done with it. They're just fixing stuff right now. I know, but what my main goal is like getting them in as soon as they can with like a content update. I know for a fact they're not coming out anytime soon, but with a content update, I'm hoping they can bring free roaming. cops.
All I'm saying is I've seen you explicitly say that you wanted it in a day one patch, and that's
No, I didn't. That was not me. That's really unrealistic. I'd never said that. You're putting words in my mouth because that was not me. All right. You can say all you want about the movement I created, but that's just a straight up
Movement I created,
lie. That's
bro.
straight up misinformation.
That
Yeah.
movement, you know.
I mean, it
You know,
pretty
like,
much was.
about 10 people.
No, you look on Twitter, it's a ton of people. Like I go
Yeah,
into
you
Instagram.
you got a bunch of 5-year-olds angry that free roaming cops.
No,
aren't
you
used to
go
modern.
on the Instagram feed on.
And
the
then
Instagram
man
page.
made a video saying, "Oh, it reminds me of Craig Up. Like Craig Up wasn't the most cancerous thing."
Oh no,
ever
it
to
definitely
happen."
was. It was a very toxic thing. But
And this is just the same as.
no, it's not because we're not
there's a way.
attacking. We're not attacking.
No, it's
devs.
just like Craig Up.
No, it's
Yeah,
not because
no,
we're not
people-
attacking devs. I mean, it's sort of the
People
same thing.
were
It's a
attacking
hashtag.
devs.
Yeah, but I ousted the people who were doing that.
Spamming Ben saying you want cops in the game when he's literally made a statement on it saying that we understand we can't do anything is cancerous.
He never said they can't do anything.
He did.
He said keep it coming. He said keep it coming, and people kept it coming.
He said he understood. What else are you asking for? Yeah, keep different advice coming. Don't keep fucking ramming the same thing down my throat. What the fuck is that gonna do? It's gonna do nothing except annoy the fucking shit out of him.
Then he should have said, "We understand." Like anything.
No, use your head. Don't
because he even said.
I don't understand.
Like last time when people were saying about the crash cams being too frequent, he said, "Yes, we understand crash cams are too frequent. Please stop telling me about it." He legit said that. So if he legit wanted like all of the information about like all the feedback about this to stop, he'd say, "We understand. Please stop. Please give us new information." Why would he want
people to say the same thing over and over again? Explain to me that.
I don't know. He just didn't say that. But what I'm saying is,
yeah, you don't know because I'm right. That's why.
Wow. Okay.
You wouldn't want to. Because there's no reason why anyone.
There is no right and wrong in this world. It's all just in your head.
Okay. I'm not going to explain myself.
But what was I gonna say? The whole like free roaming cops. People went ape shit with it because a ton of people want it, and that's like. If a ton of people didn't go ape shit about Rivals being shit, like we probably wouldn't have 2015. We probably wouldn't have Payback. It'd probably be Rivals 3 or 4. You know, so going ape shit.
I think the difference is is that most of you guys who have done this, free the cops, like they've fucking taken them away from you on purpose to fucking piss you off. No. The reason why they've done that, right? I don't know the reason why. I have no idea, right? But what I can guess. With my mind, my grown-up level-headed mind is that they've done it for a balancing reason, and they've done it to make the experience of online and offline better. There's no way they've done it just to piss anyone off.
Oh, no, I people think that.
Oh, those Ghost Game, they're the worst Need for Speed developers. They've done that on purpose.
And there's these people acting like police aren't in the game. Yeah, and they improve. They are in the game, and they are improved.
What I'm saying is the police in the game are very limited. Like, you only have them in missions and in the bait crates. Like, I would be fine if they weren't in free roam, but there's a thing like in Need for Speed World where you go to a specific place, like in the bounty milestones things, and the cop chase starts, and you can do whatever, or go for as long as you want. But just the fact that you have to go to a bait crate,
that's not what I said.
And then the cops kind of fuck off.
That's not what I said. People are acting like police aren't in the game, and they aren't improved.
Yeah,
they are very much in the game, and they are very much improved.
Cops are in the game, and they seem to be very improved. I mean, you've played it, I haven't, so if you're saying they're improved, then they probably are. But they're still very limited. They're locked off behind bait crates. Like, that's like in the crew, if cops only came after you when you did the crates in the crew calling on units. Like,
I struggle to support this movement with air quotation marks when I'm seeing people in my comments saying no free roaming cops, no buy, and that's all I have to say.
No, that's retarded. I'm not gonna lie, that's retarded.
And there's a huge bunch of people on it, so I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's retarded. But what I'm saying is, for me, as long as we get some sort of thing that allows us to go into cop chases whenever we want, without being limited to like a specific route with the bait crates, like where there's something we can go wherever we want, leading the cops on a high-speed chase for as long as we want. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, even if it isn't free roam. But then again, they could just do something like have the cops in free roam, but they only come after you if you hit them or smash into them, you know? And again, like, if I could even kind of understand this if they took this out if the game was still always online, but it's not. Like, you have a single-player component. Why not make the best of it? Or just have, like, they could have done so many other things. Unless this is a technical limitation, they could have done so many other things than just kind of taking them out and just limiting them behind this one bait crate, you know? They could have done so many other things. But, like, and I can understand them not being in online. Like, I mean, the cops weren't on in Most Wanted 2012's online. Like, I can understand that. But still, with the offline, I just can't get behind why they did that. So that's me.
I have nothing to add than what I've already said. Whatever. I'm not like whatever. I'm still gonna buy the game one day. I'm still gonna get all the fucking DLCs. I'm still gonna fucking whatever. I
know, but then again, with
of course I'd like to see him in there, but it's not. It doesn't change my view on the game at all.
It still kind of changed my view. Like, it kind of.
Don't buy it then.
No, I'm still obviously gonna get it. It's still maybe
if it
kind of
triggers you that much.
Like me now,
No, but if it triggers you, that there's a difference between making a movement and me not liking what Forza are doing with DLC. It's a quite clear difference between rallying a bunch of troops to fucking go to a Reddit and spam.
All right, troops, go forth.
Very
No, free the police, free the Need for Speed cops. Yeah,
huge difference.
America was built on guns. Let's use them.
You can't say that this is anything like Craig It Up was for a broken game. This is not for anything broken.
No,
this is for
it doesn't have to be
literally-
for any. It doesn't have to be for a broken game. It could be about anything. I mean,
That's not my point.
I mean, then
my
again,
point is
what's
Craig It
again,
Up was for
what's
a
wrong with
broken
speaking up?
game.
What's wrong with speaking up about something that we feels amiss? What's wrong with speaking about?
I'm
something?
not saying there's anything wrong with
Well,
that.
you're
I'm
seeing
saying
like you're going.
what
like
I'm
you're
saying
saying,
is
like,
it's gone out of fucking proportion.
not right now. I mean, it's died off. Like nobody's really talking about 3D NFS police right now because it's died off.
Well,
There's
really,
no
because I'm
real
looking at the
need.
Need for Speed. I'm looking at the Need for Speed Reddit thread, and there's fucking just still carry on. Still
No,
there.
they're all talking about the EA tracks right now, and they started their new movement, free the NFS
Well,
tracks.
at the top, I'm seeing free roaming cop situation thread.
Oh, that's the mega thread. They pinned that. That's why that's still there. But
So
there
it is
hasn't-
then it's still
No,
relevant.
there
then.
hasn't been a comment on there in like a while, probably. Like, I'll go
Well,
there
if it's
right now.
if it's pinned at the top, it's still relevant. Otherwise it will be EA tracks at the top. There's
I
a
mean,
reason
to
why it's
be-
not EA tracks
I
at
mean,
the
to
top.
be fair, it's
It's
still,
out of proportion, and it's.
Now, to be fair, it'll
I
probably
don't
be
understand.
relevant. It'll probably be relevant till they add the free roaming police, which I'm highly sure they will at some
To
point.
me, this is just like another 350Z thing.
Like, I could see why it'd be kind of annoying for you, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's warranted because we're
For
telling
someone who
you to go.
customizes cars, and for someone who races in Need for Speed, and for someone who drifts in Need for Speed, I don't really mess around with the cops an awful lot unless it's in story mode or career mode.
Yeah, you're
like,
coming
whatever.
you're coming from a different perspective.
It's
For me,
just
Need
out
for
of proportion to me.
Well,
For
the
me, Need for
maniacs,
Speed is all
right?
about the
Like
cops.
it's like the maniacs. That's mad because the two biggest Need for Speed titles don't have police in them.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan. Like, I like Underground. But I'm not a
Boom!
big
That's
fan
because
of
you're
Underground.
retarded. Here's my verdict on it because you two are coming from completely different ends of the spectrum,
Yeah.
or at least it seems. Maybe
Yeah.
not so much Cam, but you
It's
are
Cam's-
on the
Cam's favorite-
complete other side.
Cam's favorite Need for Speed's Underground 2. Mine favorite's Hot Pursuit. So it could-
For me,
No,
right, for me-
Most Wanted
for me-
Dash 2000. Most Wanted Dash.
you
2002.
guys have spoken for the past like 2 minutes. You want to speak? Thanks.
Correcting him.
correcting. Oh.
For me, I spend most of my time on Need for Speed doing the creative side of things, like customizing and whatever. That is only because 2015 was a bit of a mess in terms of a game for me. I did play an awful lot, though, to be fair, even though it was. I did still get a lot of days in. But with Payback, the reason why I'm not so fussed is because, like, I don't think it's going to hinder the gameplay that much. On a personal level, I don't really go out of my way to find police. But I understand that there are people that do play Need for Speed. I'm not going to say that there's no one that buys Need for Speed saying, oh, yes, cops. That's all I'm buying it for. Police chases, nothing else.
No one does.
No,
Agree.
no, if you want that, play Rivals, Hot Pursuit. There are literally games for that. But I understand the irritants. Now, making a movement, CJ, when you know how the internet is and you have a channel which is a hub, doesn't matter how big or small your hub is, you have a hub which people go to, which, believe it or not, people base their opinions on other people's opinions. That's how people's brains work. Now, the way you portrayed your opinions in that video seemed very just angry, and you weren't really balancing your points. You weren't like saying, oh, I can kind of see why you've
Coherent.
done
It wasn't coherent.
Yeah, you was very left-sided or right-sided, whatever. You didn't really give
the video I made, like
the initial video,
Oh.
and then you realized that you kind of might have stirred up a bit of a shitstorm, and you made a video saying, "Whoa, guys, don't attack them. I didn't mean that." And that's the issue. If you would have kind of went a bit softer, and it's like you were kind of angry at the fact they've taken them out and not realizing that they've not done it for no reason. Like, being angry at Forza for taking out a track for no fucking reason, that's something to be pissed at. like it's a bit different to I can honestly say, like, quite confidently that they've done that for a reason. There is no way they've just taken them out for shits and giggles, or like, oh, we can't be asked to make police work in not free roam, we're just not going to put them in. They've obviously done it to balance some sort of system. Now you guys have obviously got an issue with that. There is no way they're not going to do something about it. If people are complaining about it like constantly, it's always on the subreddit, it's always on their forum, they're going to do something about it, because whatever problems they had on 2015, dickheads don't realize that they fucking fixed it. They added things constantly,
and that's it. That's exactly what I mean, Jay. People acting like they turned 10. It's like,
no, like I don't.
People act like, oh, let's fucking throw a fit, when people actually do add things. Like the developers listen to what you're fucking saying. There is a community manager that's constantly online every day, listening and taking in information and relaying it to the fucking developers. What more do you want? We're like in the best time ever for video games, and people don't realize it. There was a time when we couldn't really speak to developers. We had no connection. There was no medium. We couldn't speak to them. But now we can. So I think people just need to stop being childish and grow the fuck up a bit. And the saddest thing about all of this is that the people in those forums aren't kids. They're not going to be kids. They're going to be grown-up people, because people that are fans of Need for Speed, the older ones, like the way back titles, they're not going to be 12-year-olds. They're going to be like my age and your age. So they're going to be like, they're going to be old people. Like,
some of the guys on the subreddit are like late 20s pushing 30s,
and if you're in your 30s, bruv, and you're on a forum moaning, you need to fucking reevaluate your life, yeah, and get a hobby or some shit, because boy, complaining on forums is no hobby to be proud of. That's some gay shit.
I mean, I can understand with the initial video I made. I didn't even feel like I didn't feel like. I mean, I can say I was pretty pissed that they took out free roaming cops, like, initially.
Yeah, your initial reaction was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like, you was angry. Yeah. It's like if for me, if they took out photo mode, I'd be fucking like, "What? Huh?" Yeah. But I'd kind of have to sit back and think about it. Why have they done that? I'd look around a bit before I make a video. I would say something about it, definitely, yeah. But I
think taking out
photo games, nigga. No, fuck you, niggas, bitch ass pussy niggas. I wouldn't be like that.
I think taking out photo mode is very much different to not having free roaming cops.
No, that is a bit extreme.
It's still a core feature of the game.
No, it's not. Photo mode is not a core feature of the game. Photo mode is not a core feature of the game.
It isn't.
No, I'm saying cops. Like, they kind of take.
And cops are still in the game, so the core feature's still there.
But still, it's very limited. Very limited.
That's not the point, though.
It sort of is with what we were talking about, the free NFS police. Like,
the cops are in there.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not
core
free.
Feature is in there.
They're not free technically. They're only in scripted bait crate missions as well as other race missions, maybe. But they're not in the free roam, or they're not like, we can't trigger them whenever we want. Like, it's not like that, and that's kind of like what, at least what I.
Like Jay said earlier, there's a reason for that. What the reason is, we don't work.
There's not a good reason. Unless it's
in your opinion.
Unless it's technical limitations, there isn't a good reason.
In your opinion, it's not what you're saying isn't fact. Just because you've got 300 fucking little kids screaming in the background, don't mean your opinion's fact. That don't change shit.
Do you want me to give you a scenario of what the reason could be?
Sure.
So, this is one thing that I've always realized in 2015 is that the way the physics worked in 2015 would not have worked with cops that run at you and ram you at high fucking speeds. So what I imagine is the reason why they were so limited in 2015 and they were so shit is because if they were to make them aggressive, that wouldn't balance out right with the way the physics work. It wouldn't balance out right with just like they're posted up everywhere, so you'd always bump into them, and it would be you'd always have a head-on collision with cops and have to fight them off. Maybe you would enjoy that every 2 seconds. The majority of players are not going to enjoy getting into a cop chase every single minute of the thing, and it applies again to Payback. The majority of players, I feel, the majority are not going to enjoy getting into a cop chase on every single corner. Now, you do have a good counter for that, saying that hitting the cops and triggering them could be a fix for that. But maybe they just didn't think of that. Maybe they just thought taking them out, putting them in their own separate mode where they can be as aggressive as hell, you can like have a full-on movie epic with them would be a better idea. Obviously, they were incorrect. to
Yeah.
the people that enjoy cops, and that's fine. You said something, they're going to listen.
Yeah,
Why
that's
can't
exactly
people just say something and shut the fuck up? Why do people have to go on and say, like, just complain, say the developers are shit?
Nah.
Just
Yeah, no,
just
that's
send
not
in
what. That's what I don't.
shit to-
That's what I don't
like,
get.
you signed up to a fucking you signed up to a site, right, that you're supposed to be a fan of, and just to say shit, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get the
Yeah,
forums.
no, that's not
Cam's
what.
video
No, that's
on
what I
that
don't
forum, Cam's video on that forum just says everything. Like, I don't even need to say it. It's they're just retarded. In my opinion, they're idiots. I just don't understand the problem.
get. Yeah, that's my main problem. The main thing. That's probably what they were doing. Like, there's probably a balancing issue like that, and that's what I believe they did. They chose that over a better solution. But with the whole thing, we're like, oh fuck, Ghost, like that. I just don't get. That's just way over the top. And it is sort of my fault for kind of giving them a platform to do that, but I still stand by, like, the fact. I mean, just voicing our opinions is such a loud, like, they know. I know for a fact that they've, at Ghost, there's probably an email floating around, like, we kind of fucked up. Like Ben obviously saw it, and he even said, like, I wrote a 900-word essay on the whole thing. And Ben's even like, thanks for the well thought out post. So it's obviously, they obviously have an email or something going around where they're like, yeah, we kind of fucked up here. So I know for a fact at some point they're going to be adding it as a content update. And I'm fine with that. Even if it's something like a Need for Speed World where they're like, you just go to a certain place and you trigger an event where a bunch of cops just come after you. You're allowed to toy with them wherever you want. Like, I don't like the fact that
I want to clarify as well. Just want to clarify that I am completely. I agree. I want to have free roaming cops in this game. What I'm sick of is the fucking people behind it, not the actual thing itself. Like I said, I want to see it. I've said that before in videos, whatever. Like I've said that to Ben. I've said that to Ben. I've said that to Ben, like, personally. What I'm sick of is the fucking bullshit surrounding it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not supporting a movement like this or a movement like this when there's just fucking little kids screaming. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like
You guys do what you need to do in it.
Like the Black Panthers or the KKK.
Like, you do what you need to do in it, but I'm not fucking. I'm staying back here, and I'm just gonna make videos about other things.
Yeah, like I saw on Reddit, like someone added you on Reddit. It's like, hey, make a video on this, and you're like, no, and then they started going off. Like, do an EA show.
No. Just
Yeah, I said
no.
no.
Did you
no.
full stop
Yeah.
it? Did you full stop it?
No. I said I said something across the lines of, no, I'm not making a video. Ben's literally said that they've listened. What the fuck else do you want? They understand.
And then they just went off on him, calling it like an EA show. Like, you EA shows are all the same.
I
Like,
can't wait to get
What?
told that I've been paid.
I don't give a fuck.
I haven't got it yet, but I can't wait to get told that I'm getting paid by EA. Fine. fair enough. I get paid by EA, I guess.
Man's getting free games, though.
yeah. But
I've got nothing to say. Like, like everything that's been said, that has been said, has been said.
Yeah.
I made a video on the fucking the community being fucking cunts around it, though, because I think that needs to be said. I think everyone's being dickheads.
I mean, I've seen a couple very small news outlets. They were even covering about the hashtag and everything.
Don't get gassed just because.
No, I'm not.
Who? Link us. I know you got that bookmarked. Link
No,
us.
I actually don't have it bookmarked. I forgot to bookmark it. Let me get it up. But to sum this all up, Ghost obviously made a pretty bad decision with this. Here's the link. But overall, I've after the whole freaking hubbub we made about it. They've
Is this fucking SpongeBob hubbub?
I know for a fact that they're gonna change it at some point with a content update. I know for a fact.
Only SP. Fuck me.
Who's only SP?
That's a relevant site.
Let me Google them. No, don't give me the fucking website. I just want to know the name.
To be fair, it looks like quite a good website, to be fair.
This one, I'm not sure what language this is in, but they covered it as well. It looks like some Eastern European language.
Yes. Man's got that fucking Iraq fucking game.
It does not look like Iraqi. That's not even a freaking thing. Right, should we move on to Q&A question?
Yeet.
It's been a while since these people have asked, so they've probably all forgotten about it, but let me get this up. But ooh, yeah. But the whole that's pretty much all I have to say on that. And
I'm so
I had
tired.
I had a lot to say on that.
I'm
Right.
looking like 6 hours.
Right. Once this loads in, we'll get to the Q&A questions. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. So apart from a lot of people wanting a drinking episode,
We do need to do that at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't you see that at some point?
all right.
Ray Shrim.
All right, this is from YOLO Sphinx, and he asks, will you
Mm.
guys live in a house together, and what would be the name
No.
of the house? And
We've answered this question a million times.
and
Move
you
on to the next one.
all have to agree on the location. Please kick CJ from the Drivecast. I can replace him. No, you can't. Fuck off.
We've answered this question before.
Yes. Was that the answer? I don't remember.
We've answered this question before. What would it be like living with each other? Where would you want to live and stuff? We've already answered all
We
this.
want to live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and we'd all
No,
live together.
shut up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we fucking mentioned that more than once. So please stop asking it. Thanks. 'Cause,
Wow.
we've already established, first of all, I ain't living with any of these cunts.
Nah, you would
Um,
love to live with me. You just constantly just eat my ass. That's what
you
you
probably
do.
fucking try and murder me or some shit. So no, I'm alright.
God, you know how I like it, baby.
You know, you've convinced people that we are in a relationship.
I've set this as a goal on Twitter to make people think I'm gay.
Alright.
Like, this is a genuine thing I've set out to do. Like, it's not even a joke. I'm not joking. I actually want people to think I'm gay. I think that'd be hilarious.
You know, I'm sure some people think you do, mate.
Right,
I
this
know.
question comes
I'm
from
very happy with that.
Hergiz Buzabaisis. I can't pronounce his name.
Fucking what? Hedges?
This is coming from the same guy who couldn't pronounce homologation earlier on.
He asked.
Hedges Olamal.
And he asked,
Say
what are the most memorable antagonists from the Need for Speed games?
Razor and Cross.
The X-Man.
What's his name?
The X-Man.
Darius. Because he looks like a faggot. His fucking coat just makes me laugh.
The X-Man's
He's
probably
got a
the-
re-square jaw.
Yeah. It's like, he looks like handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
And Squidward bashes his face.
The most memorable is obviously the X-Man from the Need for Speed. The Road and Track presents.
No,
the
no
Need for
one knows
Speed.
who that. Nobody knows who's that. No one was alive, fam. What are you talking about?
He's the antagonist from.
Were we alive? No, we wouldn't have been alive then, would we?
No one was alive. Yo.
1994.
What? Fam, I wasn't even thought of. I was not even a thought.
What was so funny
Nah, I
is
wouldn't
they,
have been a thought
they
either.
recorded an hour of.
Fam, I wouldn't even been a sperm then.
It's like
One thing that's really interesting.
Man
is-
wasn't even a sperm then.
thing- one
Man
thing
was
that-
just like.
One thing that's really interesting with the original Need for Speed game was they recorded an hour's worth of footage just of the antagonist just yelling at you. Like just
the
footage of
fuck?
that, like of him like doing. Like,
I want
Can we
that.
move on to the
Payback.
next question, please? I want to go to bed.
Right.
no, you're not allowed to go to bed. You banned.
All right, next
From
question
bed.
comes from Gun. His question is, "What's your favorite crew from Need for Speed Carbon?"
I don't have one.
I don't. But Kenji's one, the bit Bushido.
So many drinking episode comments.
Right.
There actually
Next
is.
one's from ShizCon, and he asked, "Your parents walk in on you meeting your beat. That's not how you. And what do you say to cover up, and how will you not make it awkward for the rest of the week?"
I'd say, bro, why are you just walking in my room? I'm 19. Your fault, not mine.
I locked
Go
my
over
door,
it.
so it's their
Get
fault.
over it. I can legally wank all I want, and you can't say like.
I
there's
am
no-
living away right now.
Yeah, so he
So
could
my-
literally he
if my
could beat
parents
his meat with
walked-
his door
if
open
my-
if he wanted to.
if my
naked on his
parents-
bed.
If my parents walked in now as I was beating my meat, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing now?" I'll be bare. How'd you get from my
What do you want for dinner?
How'd you get from my front door?
Oh.
And then he also asks, what he just finished GTA 5. What ending did you guys choose? A, B, or C? I chose D.
I don't know, but I killed Trevor the first time.
I did that too, and I had to replay the entire game just to get the
Yeah,
correct ending.
and the
I played,
second
through,
time.
I played through all of them, so
Yeah, same. I did them all.
I never killed Michael.
I did.
Alright.
I did it. I'll just tell you how. Xbox 360 version. I did the kill Trevor, and then I did the Michael, and then I did the save on the last on PC. So yeah.
That's
What
how
I
I
see, how I did it, I can't remember who I killed first, but I did it first time round and then realized, oh shit, there's more than one ending because I didn't look at any spoilers. Second time round, I did think it was B, but I saved it before the last mission.
Yeah.
So I just went back and then.
It's mad because when you do it, you go to Michael's house as Trevor. I mean, you go to Michael's house as Franklin, and Michael like says, "Oh, you killed Trevor" or some shit. And
yeah, it's weird.
It's mad how the game kind of Rockstar are fucking artists. Can I just say that actually the masters?
I love
the masters of video games.
If you went as Trevor and you started firing rockets at Michael's house, he'd call you and say, "Stop firing rockets at my house, you idiot."
That's something you would do in real life.
And then next question's from Div Jump Man. He asks, if swear words didn't have the same meaning as they did and they were acceptable to use in society, would you personally be more satisfying or as powerful to use? Would they?
No, they wouldn't, would they? Because
no, inherently they wouldn't.
Naughty. They're not naughty, are they? Like fuck! It wouldn't have the same.
But I do think people take those words too seriously.
You're a weirdo saying that.
Me?
That means you were brought up with no fucking like restrictions. Then is that what you're saying?
Okay, well, context is also very important. I think it depends. I wouldn't say it to my parents. Okay, that's a bit different.
Yeah,
but like,
of course.
I like just random people.
Like if I was in public, I do obviously I swear in public, but when I do, I kind of say, oh, like I stop myself because I just care for other people.
If I'm just meeting someone for the first time.
Yeah, hey, fuck. How's it going, mate? You fucking sick. You are. Fuck shit.
No, and I just drop an F-bomb, like it just slips out, and they get offended. Then you're just retarded. If I'm not
Has
saying
anyone actually gotten offended though? Like when you
there's people that get like, oh, I don't like that word. Like as cunt is one of those words.
Unless it's like nigger, I don't give a fuck what you think, bro.
Cunt is one of those words. A lot of people have come up to me at university and said, oh, that's a bad word. I'm like, all right, cunt. It's all right, you fucking can't.
I didn't know that. That
happened. But like, I'll still say, I don't give a fuck.
I get offended by words like lit. That's what I get offended by. Don't say that around me.
Hey, gang.
And people keep saying peng. Cam, people keep saying peng in my fucking class. The word peng, people.
It depends who says it to me.
No, peng is old. It's dead. Why are people saying that word?
It depends the context and it depends who says it. There's a certain like a group of people I'll be like, okay.
So a bit of context. If you don't, because if you're not British, you're not gonna know what peng means. Peng is like nice.
Good.
Yeah. It's good.
Beautiful.
Like, oh, that's peng. That food was peng. You're peng.
Oh, you're peng.
That word, right, is dead. I've not heard that word since I was in like years.
Really?
I've not heard that word.
I've heard it pretty consistently.
I went to college last week. And
peng is
I
a
heard
pretty
someone, like, when I was typing and I heard, she was peng. I did that.
No,
I just reacted like, what the fuck?
Peng is a pretty common thing. People say peng a lot.
Then you need to kill the people that are saying it. Just kill them off. They don't need to be in this world anymore. That word's disgusting.
I say bear a lot.
I know you do.
I don't know why. It's just part of my vocabulary now. Like I just say bear all the time.
Just black, really, aren't you?
No,
you're more black than I am.
I've got a small willy.
I don't even say beer. Like, I don't say beer. I don't say it.
Anyway, next question.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. Everyone else is like, we want a drinking episode.
Sorry,
okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Next week we'll do
drinking episode, yeah.
Next episode we're doing that. So make sure next week you get your drinks ready.
If we don't wait another month till we do another episode.
Fair enough. But what are we drinking? Is 4 Copperbergs enough?
Are we not going to get vodka?
I don't want to get vodka because I don't actually like it, whereas I like Copperberg, so I will drink them. I don't like vodka.
How much do you think it's going to take for you to get a bit tipsy?
About 2.
So 4 will be enough then, if we can get through 4.
Yeah.
Because there's cans in my kitchen.
You can drink, you've probably got fucking alcohol, but I haven't, so I'll have to buy them.
That's fine, 4 will be fine then. It's going to take me a while to get a lot, but I'll be taking equivalent.
Just to let you know, I will have I'm not retarded. I can control myself, but you're not gonna get out of jail. Whoa.
Well, it's a drinking game. So what we'll do before the episode starts is I'll set down a bunch of rules of things that other people do during the podcast, and if they do those things, we have to drink. But only me and you know till the end of the podcast what those things are.
Ooh.
So every time someone does something, 1 drink, and then etc., etc. Well,
It'd
I'll
be
sort that out
really
close to the
cool
time.
if Niner could get it as well. If it's not just
If he's here next week.
Yeah.
CJ, you just drink. Have you got like any like just pure alcohol? Just drink that. You know, the cleaning alcohol,
Ethanol.
rubbing alcohol.
Ethanol.
Just drink pure alcohol. Just put a bit of water in it, dilute it a tad. Put a bit of like fizzy drink in it, and then that'll be fine. Drink that.
I'll
Right.
get some sparkling soda.
With that being said,
Right. That will
we hope you
conclude this
guys
episode of
enjoyed.
Drivecast.
Hey, don't think just 'cause I'm recording this, I ain't doing the fucking outro, nigga. Hey, what you fucking me? What you fucking me? I ain't doing the fucking outro, nigga. If you fucking enjoy this motherfucking Drivecast, nigga, don't fucking hit the like, don't fucking subscribe to the fucking channel, nigga. It should be your fucking boy. Stay safe. And peace.
Stay safe. And peace.